everybody. My name is Barry Horvath, and this is Moving Forward TV, your local market update.
And I am Dylan Gaston. Thanks for joining us, everybody, here on this Thursday afternoon.
Is it Thursday? What
Yeah,
if they watch the
it's
show on
afternoon,
Friday?
and we apologize. We are running a little bit late today.
It's my fault.
Zing, zing, zing. But we're talking about one of my favorite subjects.
I know, coffee.
Coffee!
Yes. Yes, it's amazing what we can figure out. You know what? You wonder...
Starbucks in particular.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm not, I know there's some people who are like Starbucks snobs out there.
Right.
I'm not necessarily a Starbucks snob.
Or
I'm
Dunkin' Dummy.
Yeah, you see those T-shirts Dunkin' Donuts have?
No, what's it say?
I think it says something to the effect of, friends don't let friends drink Starbucks.
Really?
So I think that's
good.
what it is. I know.
Kind of like
that was
Chick-fil-A
really
and eat more chicken.
Yeah, I love those too.
Yeah, the cows.
Brilliant marketing. So
is
today's
brilliant
show is about
marketing.
marketing. It
No,
isn't,
it's
but it
not.
should be. 'cause
Actually, we're talking about
those are brilliant.
where you should buy and where maybe, a lot of people are looking at the market right now. It's heating up. It's on fire. Values are going up across the board, across the
crazy.
country.
Yeah.
Not just locally, not just regionally, but nationally. Prices are increasing.
The markets have absolutely started rebounding. Other parts of the country a lot more than Florida. Florida definitely is we're a little more laid back.
Right.
Haven't had as much Starbucks.
No. All right, so the reason we're talking about Starbucks is let's give them a little meat, okay? Because we got Starbucks in the video right here behind
Starbucks
me.
on the brain.
So
Yes,
people
Starbucks.
ask Dylan all the time.
All the time. All
They
the time.
call her up.
Where's the closest Starbucks?
No,
I
they
say,
don't.
get the app. I've got it on my phone.
That's not what they ask you. Are you going to be the funny one today? That's good. You are spot on,
good, huh?
girl. No, people ask, where should I buy? Well, this is going to shock you, but nationwide statistics say if you buy near a Starbucks, the appreciation values are going to potentially be greater than if you're not near a Starbucks. So
How
go figure that out.
funny is that?
So
I know.
this is a national true statistic. If you were located near a Starbucks, home value increase over the last 5 years has been somewhere about 21% increase.
I guess what it is, Starbucks, McDonald's, all the big chains and such, and Starbucks, of course, is one of the larger chains that are out there. Do a lot of market studies. They do all of the street monitoring, how many cars go by, and all that before they open. Just like CVS, Walgreens, everybody does that. All kinds of market analysis.
They do so much.
To try and figure out, well, Starbucks has into their marketing, everyone knows they're looking for the young yuppie. I know it's an old phrase, but I know.
What's a yuppie?
Sorry,
Is that someone that goes, yep.
People who are coming
And then-
to connect to the Wi-Fi there and
Yep.
sit and chat, and business entrepreneurs and such. That's where they meet a lot of the time. So that's kind of the clientele that they're looking for, that they're out there after. Well, those are in up and coming neighborhoods. So they do a lot of market research to see where are those neighborhoods going to be before they open up a Starbucks. So if you are looking to buy and they're putting a Starbucks up in a certain neighborhood, that's going to be a good neighborhood.
That's a good sign. So
Statistics show it.
home prices going up 21% near Starbucks. People who weren't near Starbucks, get this, Delaney. Can I punch you here?
Yeah, go ahead.
You ready? Only
Right.
up 17%.
That says something.
That-
less than 17%.
Actually, it's less than
Just
17.
Less than 17%.
That's amazing when you think about it. So those Starbucks snob people who started in Seattle, mind you, they know what they're doing. They went out, like you said, they're doing the research. They're looking at up and coming areas and neighborhood, where they want to be. And Starbucks has the key. So just because you get a venti coffee doesn't mean your home's going to
need
go up
my
in
venti.
value. But maybe some Starbucks shareholder will make more money because you bought a venti versus a grande. We know way too much about coffee, don't we?
I know. Look, ta-da! There's our Starbucks. I love it.
So here's the fact.
Starbucks knows the next hot neighborhood before everybody else does. See that? So if you see a Starbucks going in at a certain location or whatever, I'd start looking around that neighborhood, that area.
It's kind of like when you hire somebody. They had a college degree, they didn't. Who are you going to hire? The one
Right.
with the college degree.
Right.
Well, it's like you're looking at
They
two
did their
houses.
homework.
Delynn, I love both these houses. They're awesome. They're similar in price. They're similar school districts. But guess what?
One has a Starbucks.
This one's closer to Starbucks. Guess which one I'm going to buy now?
Now, I'm going to buy the one closest to Starbucks because it's closest to Starbucks.
Because you want coffee. You know what, me being more on the financial side, I'm thinking about the investment value. I want my home to
I'm
go
thinking,
up.
you know
higher
what? If
value.
I'm near a Starbucks, why would I ever want to leave? I'm good.
All right, clearly.
My husband's like even worse than me. You know, he thinks his ideal location.
Wait, is that possible?
Location. Are you ready for this?
No.
In between.
I said no.
You're hearing it anyway. In between Crystals and Krispy Kreme.
Are you serious?
Can you not?
I can hear somebody
To
chuckling
him,
about this.
Yeah, hear him over there. To him, that is the best location in the entire world.
serious?
Yes, in between Crystals and Krispy Kreme. He loves
Stop
Krispy.
it.
And for
Cracker
those,
Barrel across the street.
and a
The Cracker
Cracker Barrel
Barrel.
across the
Wow,
street.
wow.
Now, for those of you up north,
How about a
Crystals,
gym
who might
around
not
the
know what a
corner?
Crystals is, because people watch us from all over. Crystals is kind of like a White Castle. Same thing for our up New England way people. Jersey, New York. Yeah, so White
Jersey?
Castle, same thing as Crystal. So anyway, that's my husband.
don't have any
But anyway,
nearby.
my ideal is anywhere near, and I'm good with Dunkin' Donuts too. And to give Dunkin' Donuts a fair shake, it does say that Dunkin' Donuts, closer to Dunkin' Donuts, has, homes near Dunkin' Donuts reflect similar historical trends, but they're a little bit lagging behind the Starbucks
Really?
neighborhoods. Yes.
Really?
I know, isn't
that's
that
so
funny?
crazy. I mean, who comes up with these
And
studies?
he's more of a Dunkin' Donuts snob, huh?
Well, I like their coffee, but I do
Or is
like
it just
to hang
because
out.
it's close on the way? It used to be on the way to work.
Yeah, it's
now
on
it's
the way.
not.
No, nothing's on the way.
Since you moved,
My
nothing's
coffee
on-
pot's on the way.
Yeah,
That's
2
about
minutes,
it.
because he's 2 minutes from the office.
This is what I want to know. Who comes up with these studies? And who finds them other than crazy people like us?
And why don't they have better things to do?
I don't know.
Kind of like
So
us too.
I
Why
love
don't we have
this.
better
I
things
love
to
this article. Do home values run on Dunkin' or Starbucks?
do? I think it
That's-
says Starbucks.
Yeah, that's it. That's
But-
who would have thought we could possibly tie in two of your favorite things, real estate and
know.
coffee, and find some
That's my life
correlation
right there. Real estate and coffee.
Some
I'm a happy
correlation where
camper.
the value is going to go up by a coffee shop. I don't even get
It's
it.
funny because one day I'm at the office and I'm with a client and I'm working with some numbers, and you walk in with a Dunkin' Donuts for me,
Right.
and the customer just looks at me, and I said, "Oh, he went by Dunkin'," and everybody kind of knows to bring me coffee, and I'm happy.
Right.
And then like 20 minutes later, my husband walks in with a Starbucks and gives me
Well, I think
Both of them.
we were just sending a subliminal.
So if anyone wants
I
to
can't say it.
send me Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts,
It was a
I'm
message
good.
to your client, letting them know if they watched our show, they would know that they're making a good home purchase because clearly there must be a Starbucks and a Dunkin' nearby because there's the coffee.
And our office is near both, so they can swing by. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Just
I'm kidding.
Just drop something. There's
Uh-oh.
my microphone. Hold
Uh-oh.
yours, folks.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good sign.
Okay, he's muted. Hey, that means I can talk. Like I have a problem talking. Okay.
That's great. Okay, I think I'm back.
Are you back?
I'm back.
Is
So
he back?
I hope you guys didn't get bored
He's
with
back.
Dylan while I was gone. But so what does this all mean, Dylan?
Okay.
Tell us your analogy. Give us your.
So as we talk about home values appreciate, and I know we were joking around about Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and everything, but obviously a home purchase is the biggest investment that you're going to make of your lifetime. Let's face it, it
You
outweighs.
might as well put one near a Starbucks.
Although there are some cars these days that cost more than some houses, but for the most part,
Yeah, that's true.
your home purchase is going to be the biggest purchase of your life. Well, obviously, you want to make sure it is a good investment. They say you never buy the best house in the entire neighborhood because you want to make sure that you're getting into a house at a decent price where it's going to appreciate. It just so happens that they appreciate quicker near Starbucks, as it turns out. But as the values have been going up,
I think she's telling everybody
he
buy a
thinks
house
I
near
wrote
Starbucks.
this. He thinks I wrote this article.
No, we don't
I
make
just-
this up.
I just thought it was funny. But anyway, as your home prices appreciate, and in our area, in the Tampa Bay area here, we've been experiencing a really nice increase in values right now. It really is starting to kick. So for one moment, a lot of our watching audience is real estate professionals, but home buyers as well. What?
I was kicking you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to say to the home buyers.
Sorry.
you're
You said it's really starting to kick. I was just.
Oh, you're
sorry.
kicking.
I'll take that.
Ow.
Thank you.
I thought
You
that
missed
was
it. I was
subliminal.
kicking her for
Shut up.
like I was kicking her for like 5 minutes, and she's
I
like,
was ignoring him,
she's
you
going.
know.
Trying to be quiet.
Anyway, for the home buyers, you're going to want to buy in an area that is up and coming. Obviously, you're going to want to buy something that is going to have some appreciation to it. The market is definitely starting to rise again. So right now is, I know we say it a lot, but right now really is a time so that if you are out there shopping, you want to start taking it a little bit more serious and try to find something, because the house prices really are going up.
Yes, they are, and absolutely. And I think we're going to go to break in a minute, but we're going to talk about what happens now.
We don't have a thing that says go to break.
Well, I'm getting a subliminal
Sorry.
message.
See the look I'm getting from the producer.
So I think when we come back, we're going to talk about what happens when these values aren't necessarily coming in. What do you do? What do you do about it then? So,
what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Who are you going to call?
I'm going to call Ghostbusters. I'm going to go to Starbucks and think about it over a venti coffee.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now. I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Mortgages don't need to be complicated. At Norcom, we're here to guide you through the process. By following our tried and true path to success, we make homes happen. To get started, give us a call or apply online. A trusted mortgage consultant will reach out to you to find out what your goals are. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, we are dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. At Norcom, we'll provide a best-in-class customer experience. Once a plan is established, your mortgage consultant will analyze your income, assets, and credit profile in order to customize a plan for you. If you're planning on moving in the next few years, we might suggest an adjustable rate mortgage to be the best option for you. If you're a veteran, we'll get you started on a VA loan with 0% down. And if you're thinking long-term, a 30-year fixed loan might be your best fit. Our professionals are up to date on market trends and will help you make the best decision in choosing your rate. After we've found the program that's best for you, we'll then need to collect some information, including pay stubs, bank statements, and tax forms. Our underwriting team steers a loan through the approval process to verify that all the information you've provided is correct. As the underwriting process is taking place, an appraisal is ordered to determine the value of your home. A professional, local appraiser specializing in your area will determine the home's value. The last leg of this journey is closing your loan. While taking care of any last-minute details, our closing team will work on scheduling your closing date and location. It's that simple. Thank you for taking some time to walk through the mortgage path with us. Remember, we're always here to answer any questions you may have. It may seem intimidating, but here at Norcom Mortgage, we make homes happen.
Did we get our Starbucks yet?
No.
No. See what happened.
I didn't have time to stop on my way.
That was too short a break.
I know.
So now that we've determined that
So I was
the
looking
best
around for my Starbucks paraphernalia, and I know I have lots of stuff. but I can't find it
She has
anywhere.
Starbucks underwear, this lady. That's how serious
And
she
I
is
had
about
like
coffee.
coffee, I got like tea, I have coffee, I have
And you
cups,
didn't
I
put
have
any
mugs.
out?
And I don't know where any of it is right now.
Listen,
should've-
Lynn, I
should
think
have
we gave a big
prepared
enough
better.
plug for Starbucks already, because clearly
All right.
they're going to show people
Moving
where to
on.
buy, okay? So now that we've determined that you should buy your next house somewhere near a Starbucks, we're going to talk about what happens when the values with this hot market don't necessarily come in.
Right. Because that does happen. So
You always say right. You're so agreeable.
your realtor will negotiate your price. They'll let you know, they'll run some comparable properties. They're going to negotiate it with the listing agent, the seller side, and you guys together will come up with a good price. Everybody is happy with the price. In our
Everybody.
market,
Or you wouldn't have signed the contract.
everybody.
Yeah.
In our market, it's going up very strongly right now.
Very quickly.
And it's going up quickly.
So here's the big question. So what do? You find the house, the dream house you always wanted. You love the price. You can afford the payment. You go and get the appraisal done. You pay your $400 and some odd or whatever the appraisal is these days. And then the appraiser comes back and they email you and you think you're packing up, you're ready to move, and the appraisal doesn't come in. What do?
It's short.
It's short.
$10,000.
You should have bought near a Starbucks. It would have came in. That's my advice to you. That's just me.
And this is happening periodically now because prices are going up. And this is why. When an appraisal is done, an appraiser goes out, and what they do is they are getting alternatives of sale. This is how I took appraisal 1 and appraisal 2 in college. So
I'm
how
sure it's
done
exactly
is-
the same as it is today.
I'm sure.
Look, he took a.
It's an
Did you notice
alternative
we're
of
in
sale.
close today?
I know.
Look,
How
you
about
don't want.
that?
I guess he doesn't want. He doesn't want to see your shoes or. Something.
They have no
Sorry.
shoes on.
Sorry.
My feet hurt.
He could zoom out a little.
So an appraisal is an alternative of sale. So what they're doing is they're finding 3 comparable properties so that if this house, the one that you want to buy, was not on the market, what would your other choices have been? 3 to 4 other properties that
Sometimes
would have been your
5.
choices. Hopefully
6
that
if
have
it's a
sold
flip.
in the last, hopefully 3 months. Sometimes they go back 6, sometimes they go back 12, depending upon where it is. But that's what they're looking for. Well, so they're looking backward and what's been going on in the market because no one knows the future. They can't look there. That's the only thing they have to go off of appraisers is what just sold recently. The more recent, the better. But sometimes something, a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath might not have sold right now, so they have to go back a few months. Well, a few months in our market right now, there's a price difference.
Yeah, could be. Or one of the houses in the neighborhood maybe isn't a great comp because it was a foreclosure or a distress sale.
Right.
Or it was a short sale. So it sold for less than it really should have.
Right.
So we have these lagging indicators and we have real market value. So
It doesn't mean that that house that you want to buy isn't worth what you want to pay for it. It just means that we've got to do some work to show it on paper.
And I know, real estate agents are professionals. They're licensed and they have to do their due diligence when they list a property. They normally don't just list a property from some pie in the sky number. They have to derive in a value somewhere. So they
Right.
feel like it has to be fair or they're wasting their time even putting it on the market.
Right.
And then you go to the table and you put an offer in. You obviously thought it was fair because your buyer's agent said, we feel like this is fair. I mean, sometimes there's a little discrepancy, but
But for the most part, the agents have really done a good job of coming up with and being able to support where they came from. So here's some of our tips that we wanted to say, and this we're talking really mostly to
This is Lynn's tip line.
to the real estate agents. Many of you might do this already, but it is so important, especially in this market that we're in right now where the property values are going up. The first indication is, oh, of course that's going to come in. This was only on the market for, 5 days or
For
something
38
like that.
seconds.
Keep in mind,
Lynn only buys houses that are on the market
appraiser-
for 38 seconds or
the
less.
appraiser is looking backward over the last 3 to 6 months. The market wasn't as hot as it is right now. So consequently, you need to prepare. When you go to meet the appraiser, first of all, that's the first tip. Go to meet the appraiser. Don't just let them go on their own. Here's the code, the lockbox code or whatever.
You could point
meet
out,
the appraiser.
You could point out, as the listing agent, you could point out things that the appraiser may not see.
Right.
He may not have known there's an in-floor cleaning system in the pool. he may not have known that was a real terrazzo floor. I mean,
Right.
anything.
Or maybe the floors were just replaced,
Or-
and he thinks they're 10-year-old floors. He doesn't know that they were just replaced. You met with the sellers of that house, not him. So it's up to you to really point out all of these things.
So what do we
to
do?
them.
That's the first thing. Make sure the value comes in. So meet him there.
Meet them there
And what do you-
and bring comps.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring your own comps
Support.
with you. Say, hey,
Here's
you
how I arrived at my
Yeah,
figures.
I want to make your job easier, Mr. Appraiser. I just happen to know that these all sold. Maybe the appraiser didn't see those comps that you
Right.
saw. So it's a great idea to have that and meet the appraiser. And don't try to tell the appraiser his job, obviously.
Right.
You just want to be some guidance, assistance, and helpful and be a professional.
And I know a lot of you out there are saying right now, yeah, well, they don't use them anyway. I've tried that, I've done that. And they might not, but every appraiser is different. And I work with both sides. Some of them who don't want anything at all, but it doesn't hurt. You never know, so bring it anyway. And I have other appraisers who actually will call the agent, the listing agent, if nobody met them there and say, hey, where did you get your numbers from? I actually had an appraiser tell me that, she did this, she wasn't coming in on an appraisal, and they want to make the deal work. They're not trying to kill the deal. They could care less if it comes in or not, but they certainly don't want to kill things for people. They want the market to improve
just trying to
just
do
as
their
much as the
job.
rest of us. They're trying to do their job. So she will reach out to the listing agent and she'll call and she'll say, where did you get the numbers? Tell me where you got this, because it's not working and I need to know where you came up with it. And the agent actually said to her that he got his information, he got his price, his listing price from the seller.
Perfect.
Well, since when are they real estate professionals or appraisers? I could say I want my house to, I want to sell my house for $500,000. It doesn't mean you're going to put $500,000 on the
I don't know.
house.
See that little rocket behind us on the screen?
It's worth something.
That's pretty
there
cool.
It is.
I like
House
that it's going
prices
up.
skyrocketing.
It
That's
is
good.
going up and up.
But really, do your stuff. Bring it with you. If the appraiser uses them, that's great. And if they don't, at least you were prepared, and at least maybe you did give them something that they didn't see or consider.
Right. And now you bought the house. Now you got the appraisal. It came in low. What do? Well, your real estate. Don't just say, okay, deal's off. No, your real estate agent now is really going to be your friend. A good agent will go in and he'll fight for that value. He can help negotiate it. Okay,
That's right.
The mortgage person, unfortunately, cannot go back like in the old days and go to the appraiser and go, wah, 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 wah,
Right.
wah, 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 wah.
Unfortunately,
Just
it's out of
saying.
the mortgage people's
But-
hands. They're not even supposed to talk to the appraisers.
Yep, they can't even know. They're not even allowed to
Yeah.
know you exist anymore.
But the real estate agents are allowed.
They absolutely can. They can go back and say, it's a little low. Here,
So
let me send you
agents
some
out
comps.
there, right? So this is when you go back and you say, okay, I would like to contact the mortgage professional that you're using, because normally the AMC companies have a form that gets filled out saying that we want to challenge the appraisal, and you have to submit in with it other comparable properties, things like that, something to support why you think that the value came in too low.
It's called a rebuttal.
It's called a rebuttal, and it absolutely is available to every single appraisal out there.
So don't give up and think your
don't
deal's
give up.
dead.
Absolutely keep
I
trying.
hate to say it, but it's just it's issue that's going to come up, and it's something you have to deal with, and it's part of the real estate professional's
Right.
job to handle
Yeah,
these
so it's really
matters.
not. It's not one of those things that's an if.
Right.
It's a when.
It's gonna. So
It's
if
gonna
people
happen.
walk away, you're gonna lose the deal, and your buyer that loved that house isn't gonna get it, and the
Right.
seller's not. So many people be disappointed. The moving company doesn't get the work. The lawn
Right.
guy's coming in. Home Depot's gonna go out of business because nobody's going in to remodel the house. It's just a whole big market effect. Next thing you know, people are building away from Starbucks, and market houses are declining. Can you see this? Just go negotiate the deal, will you? Make it work.
Don't
okay?
let Starbucks go out of business.
Yeah.
Drink more Starbucks. But so let's say that you do go back and you rebut, and the appraiser sticks to his guns, and this happens too, and you're $10,000 apart or something. That still doesn't mean the deal is dead either. So that's when you go back to the seller and you say, okay, what can we do to make this happen? We're not that far apart. It's $10,000.
Right.
Maybe they'll meet in the middle.
Yeah, give
Maybe
you
the
5.
buyers will come up a little bit. Maybe the sellers will go down a little bit, and you could still make a deal work.
But certainly, if you were willing to pay $250,000 for this house, and now you got to pay $255,000, I mean, the way the market's going,
I
in a
know.
matter of months, that
Really?
value would be certainly back there.
Like I said
in
earlier,
equity.
it doesn't mean that the house isn't worth it. It
No.
just means that
We
you
have
know,
it's a
show it
lagging
up.
indicator right now because
It
the
absolutely
appraisers
is.
are not coming in, stuff's not getting recorded. There may be something on the market that's selling for more, or there's so many things.
So fight, 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 fight.
Fight. So
Don't give up the fight.
exactly. So this is just good. And if the seller is willing to come down, that's a home run for the buyer.
And and I feel it's not all. Unfortunately, too many times I think everybody puts the onus on the seller. Well, you're selling the house for too high. You just have to come down $10,000, and if you're not going to come down $10,000, the whole deal's off the table. That might not be fair.
No.
Maybe he is overpriced or something, and maybe if they can't support it, or if we have lower income buyers who maybe don't have the extra money to come up with.
But the buyer, maybe they're in love with the house. Maybe
Right.
they really wanted it. So, and of course, if the buyer doesn't have the funds, there's other ways they can get gift money from a relative or a
Right.
family and make the deal happen. So
Don't give up.
exactly.
Don't give up. Don't
That's
give
our
up.
point.
Don't give up.
That's our point. So
Drink more Starbucks
and
don't give up.
Yeah, that's it. So fight for those values. Make the deal work. Don't just give up and say, appraisal didn't come in. Sorry, bye-bye. That'd be sad.
That would be very sad.
Oh, by the way, I didn't mention that the mortgage person loses the deal. Did I forget those people?
I know.
Those
That's
guys.
Whatever. We're just trying to help you guys, get through this rough market. We've had a rough market for a lot of years now, and anything that we can do to help you out, we're always here to if you want to run something by us, give us a call,
We're all about
shoot us an
smoothing it
email.
out.
We're all about smoothing it out. We
Yeah.
don't, we'll be happy to answer questions or give you our advice. Or
Because we're professionals.
we've been beat up a lot, lots of experience.
I put bruises on her leg earlier because she thought I was telling her to shut up. but
Not wearing my
that's all right.
shoes.
So do you want to talk about upcoming events or
Upcoming
anything?
events. That's what I was just going to say.
Let's talk about what's happening. We got the biggest...
Chesco Fiesta.
Chesco Fiesta this
Did I
weekend.
cut you off? Sorry.
No, you're good.
Chesco
If you're in
Fiesta.
Pasco County, the longest
Or
running...
Pinellas.
Yep. Or Hillsborough.
They can drive on
People
up.
come in.
Or Hillsborough.
It's one of the biggest...
Actually, you know what? I
longest
heard people come from out of state.
They do.
To come to Chesco
for the
Fiesta.
Chesco Fiesta.
Chesco, and I tried to get one of my dear friends who is one of the leaders of the Chesco Fiesta. She's on the board and has been for 20-something years. Cammie Austin of Synovus Bank. A shout out to
little
Cammie
plug
there.
for Cammie.
Love Cammie. But anyway, Chesco Fiesta has been going on for years and years, and it is such an interesting story, and it helps so many nonprofit charities. It's something like 25, 26. Cammie, don't get me mad. I think I got that wrong on the
Don't get
quiz
me
you
mad.
gave us. I mean, don't get mad at me.
You're already mad.
She quizzed us the other day and I got that one wrong. I think it's like 25 or 26 nonprofit organizations that this supports. So everyone says, oh my gosh, Chesco makes a ton of money, but they give it out to 25 or 26 nonprofit organizations.
That's awesome.
In our community. So all of this money goes back into the community. So for those of you who don't know, it's like a week and a half of concerts
Actually,
every
it goes
single
from
night, all kinds of stuff.
March 20th till March 28th.
Right,
are the
it
days.
starts tomorrow.
It's barbecue. It's one of the world's largest barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue. And then every night, and I think it's like they do something different. Like one night is country night, one night is like hip hop night, one night is Christian night. For all the concerts, it's always
pretty
different.
awesome.
It really is. And then it's got a whole bunch of, it's got like a whole midway, is that what you call it, for kids and stuff, with like
The
candy
carnival.
apples, the carnival stuff for the kids and all.
Carnival.
Something for everyone. And then there's a lot of the nonprofits who are around selling their wares and stuff. So when you buy something there, again, all of the money goes back into the
And
community,
of course,
to
there's
the
local
charities.
vendors that come and have the tents and
Right.
sell their items.
It's
and
really an
get
awesome,
busy.
awesome event. And
It's fun.
Lots of fun.
It's
and
fun.
you can't say that you can't get there because, like I said, it goes on for quite a while.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So
Awesome.
it kicks off tomorrow night, March 20th, barbecue.
Barbecue. Baby.
And then I think I noticed
That's a
it's
Sertoma.
on Friday night and Saturday night barbecue. There's a parade on Saturday afternoon,
you
like
just-
1 o'clock.
You just know it all.
Thank you, Cammie. She really
She educated
she
you.
did.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then I think next weekend is barbecue again. So, producer, we need to get over there for some barbecue one of these days.
Yeah,
I'm getting thumbs
that's what
up.
we're talking about.
All right, so what else besides Chesco?
Well, let's see. We got May 23rd.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Sims Park, downtown Newport Richey. I don't think
fine.
we said where it is. Sorry.
Okay, May 23rd, we have The Amazing Race.
The Amazing Race is coming
And that's
up.
put on by our very own West Pasco Business Association.
Okay, so this is another fun one.
Yeah, this is going to be a blast. This is a scavenger hunt from across the county. So it's going to start in Seven Springs and end up at Gill Dogs, where there's going to be 10 to 12 bands, and all proceeds for this will go to benefit the American Cancer Society
Relay for Life.
Relay for Life. So it's an amazing race. It's going to be so much fun. We expect over 100 to 150 items to be on the list. No one will know what's on the list.
So here's what, yeah, right. So here's what we want. We want teams. We need teams.
And we need local businesses.
Local businesses who would like to sponsor the event and maybe be a stop. So here's how the wacky thing is going to work. So
Wacky thing.
We're going to have, that's what we're calling it. We're going to have like a
What if we
list of
call
like
it
100
the Wacky
things.
Amazing Race?
And you, when you sign up your team, you're going to have 3 hours to pick certain things, and they're all worth different points. Obviously, the more difficult things are worth more points.
And the wacky things
You
are going
have
to be worth
you have
more.
4 on your team. 3 people have to do the stunt, whatever it is, and the 4th person has to take a picture, so that we have photo evidence. It's called a photo scavenger hunt all over the community. And if you want to be a business where one of the wacky events is going to be at your business, that's great exposure for you, because that means probably a couple hundred people
Stop on by,
are
taking
going to be
pictures.
coming to your business that day to take some kind of a wacky picture.
Yep, that's going to be awesome. It's May 23rd, and that will start at 2150 Seven Springs Boulevard in Trinity. And there it is behind us. It's $100 for a team of 4, and sponsorship levels start at $125.
Real
So
inexpensive.
go online to WPBA.biz. You can register there and get your team registered.
Get more information or
We're
call me.
expecting a huge turnout
I'll
for
shoot
that.
you the information.
Yeah,
Email
you can,
me.
Yeah, you can go to info@easymortgageanswers.com.
Yes, you can.
So absolutely, get that going. So May 23rd, it is actually the week after the relay event over at Mitchell High School, the
Right.
huge one. So it's part of that event. It's just going to carry
And
over.
Relay is looking for teams too. So if you guys want to do a walk, by all means, contact the American Cancer
And this-
Society, Jeff Kranich,
This will be amazing.
who runs the Relay for Life. It is. It's going to be the amazing race. What else we got coming up? That's it. That's kind of enough for now, right?
Yeah, we don't have any more.
So that brings us.
We go home now.
We're done.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So that is.
I'll see you at Starbucks.
That is March, and that is May. Do we have anything in April? What
We
do we got
do.
going on in April?
We
Wait a
don't have
minute.
any
We'll
dates
figure
confirmed.
something out.
We'll let you know. Don't worry.
Yeah. Easter.
Yep.
Easter is coming up in April.
All right, you're getting lame now. It's time to close the show.
Time to go. All right, guys, we appreciate you guys watching as usual. Please share the show, get it out, LinkedIn,
On
Facebook,
Twitter.
all that stuff. Like us.
Like us.
Do that
Share
like
us.
us thing.
Share us.
Get it out. We hope you got something out of this. We are today and every day.
Moving forward.
We'll see everybody next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Take care.